We got a new addition to the Scott and Joe show. It's gonna be movie night, Monday movie nights. What do y'all think about that? Trying something new, trying out new things here, of course, and excited about this new addition as well. Uh, we just introduced a little while ago the Office, so that's something new. We didn't do that last week because of the World Series and well, I guess, trick or treating going on. But we are introducing another part here. Welcome everybody as they're coming in here, and we're gonna see how this goes. Obviously, see this is gonna be about John Wick. We're gonna try it. This chair I've got is uncomfortable. Look at this, like leans back way too much. I should get that fixed before I went live. Off the cuff. So we're gonna talk about the John Wick, just 1 and 2, first two of the series of 4. There's like an eyelash or something that's bothering me. Hey EJ, I saw that on there. We're not doing, if y'all are new to the Scott and Joe show, we usually stream Fortnite on the Scott and Joe show, which Scott will be later on in the week. We'll be doing some Fortnite. So again, this is a new edition, something new we're bringing in. Just watched 1 and 2 this weekend, so I said, Scotty, let's try something else. In my travels, I don't have a lot that's going on, so bring in something new and see how it goes. This chair is killing me. Let me bring this down a little bit. So, again, excited about this new edition, new part. If you can see, I travel. So I'm at a hotel. Here we go. Tomorrow will be The Office. If there's any Office fans that's flying through here as well, we do some Office chat, so from the show The Office. And we got some of that going on. But tonight, we will be talking about John Wick. Hey, Scotty, welcome, welcome. Scotty's a John Wick fan too. We're talking about that today. The whole series is really good. Probably one of the better ones out there. That stayed very, very good. Hey, EJ, what's going on? Welcome. Sorry, we're not streaming the game tonight. Scotty needs some well-needed rest. His fingers hurt. Scotty's taking the night off. I'm doing some work here on the Scott and Joe show. What do you know? Scotty's got like 87 live streams. I'm trying to catch up. So if y'all see, we have scheduled stuff coming up. We have this tonight, which I'm trying to do movie nights next week. Hey, I am too, Gigi. I'm glad you made it in. And next week I'm gonna do a Talladega Nights and Step Brothers. So I'm trying to do 2 movies together on my movie nights. Oh no, it's starting to come up where it's all messed up on the chat. I've got a couple of other things. Hopefully I can keep up with it. It's already looking like craziness. Hopefully I can keep up with it. Scotty, you gotta keep up the chat. I'm just gonna keep on talking. Scotty's in here as a moderator. Gigi's in here as a moderator. Most of our videos, I'd say almost all of them, if not all of them, just about, are very, very family friendly. If you've ever seen John Wick, it's not very family friendly. We're trying something different. If you can see on the disclaimer, it says, adult content, meaning there's language in this movie, there's violence in this movie. It's not made for kids, it's rated R. And here in about the next few minutes, I'm gonna start jumping into the movie, just kind of giving y'all a synopsis of this new part of the Scott and Joe show. And we are always evolving here at the Scott and Joe show. Obviously, we're trying things, and I've got to have some stuff that I'm doing, I guess. And did some of the World Series stuff that did pretty well. Uh, so, again, very excited about this. I'm trying to send some messages out as well on this deal. Sorry. So I hope everybody's day was good. Me and Scotty talked earlier. I think he had a pretty long day today. Mondays can be tough, as they usually are. You're trying to catch up, and then you're trying to get going from your weekend of relax. And hey, of course it looks good, because I'm on here. Gigi, I'm trying to read some of the chat. It's jumbled up again a little bit. Oh, that one's not jumbled up. I don't know why the chat is a little bit off, but it's kind of jumbled up. I was gonna let a few more people get in here. I was gonna wait until maybe about the 10-minute mark and start going over the movie. Wanting more people to come in for chat, just to talk. Sorry. I'm trying to do Scott and Gigi's job, and this is not easy. I can't do one job. I'm trying to do both. I'm trying to do some chat and trying to send messages. And okay, I'm back. Hey, do y'all see this chair? It leans back crazy, man. It's crazy lean back. So hopefully everybody comes in has seen the first and second John Wick. So there's not spoilers. This is about, believe it or not, the first John Wick is almost 10 years old. That's right. We'll start diving into this. The first John Wick is 2014. It released on 10/24/2014. Holy moly. That's crazy. I thought it was just a couple of years ago. There's 4 of them, I guess, so not just a couple of years ago. That would be too fast. But it feels like it came out not too long ago. Some good. I wrote some stuff down. I looked at some stuff other than, obviously I know the plot. I know the movie. The budget on that movie, on the first one, was only $20 million. It grossed $86 million on the first one. Of course, Keanu Reeves is John Wick. I think he's one of the best action dudes out there, man. Obviously, The Matrix. If y'all watch The Matrix, those are great. I think I prefer John Wick over The Matrix. Not as much CGI stuff involved. But I prefer John Wick over the Matrix. And maybe we'll do a Matrix movie one too. I like the Matrix, but some of them I didn't like too much. But all the John Wicks, I liked them all. Did y'all notice the guy, the second-hand man, whatever you want to call him, to the main boss guy in that first one was the Allstate. He's the Allstate guy. It's Allstate, the guy that's always getting hurt. He's always got bandages on his face and stuff. He's an Allstate guy. His real name is Dean Winters, in case you wanted to know that. But the Allstate guy, he was in John Wick 1. Yep, I agree, Gigi. Yep, much better. William Dafoe was in the first one. He's like a sniper marksman, kind of. At the very beginning, shows that John Wick and Marcus, which is William Dafoe's character, were friends, because at the funeral, William Dafoe was actually like one of the only people that you see come up and talk to him at the funeral of his wife. which is kind of where the movie starts, right there. Then John Wick gets a puppy that arrives from his dead wife. She knew she was dying. She had cancer, uh, and ordered a puppy dog to come, and I believe that was a beagle. I know there's some beagle fans out there. I'm a beagle fan too. I love beagles, and just a little puppy beagle. And then he goes out in his '69 Mustang and was getting some gas at the gas station, and two thug guys come up, and well, one more than a couple. One dude comes up, nice car, and kind of tells him that hey, how much for your car? And he goes, the car's not for sale. And they kind of not get into it, but a few words back and forth. And later that night, they show back up at John Wick's house, hit him in the back of the head with a baseball bat, kill his dog that his wife just got for him, and steal his '69 Mustang. They didn't know who they were messing with. And they tried to take his car to a chop shop type of place, which John Leguizamo is I guess he's the owner of that chop shop, and they kind of bring all their cars over there for him to, whatever they do to them. Doesn't show much detail, but you can assume it's a chop shop. Meaning they probably replayed it, new VIN number, whatever they do at chop shops. I don't know. I don't work at them. And he freaks out because he knows it's John Wick's car, and he's like, "Where'd you get that car?" And he goes, "Just some nobody." And he goes, "Get that car out of here. I don't want it." And he knew trouble was coming. So some words there. Then, I don't have to go through the whole movie, but I'm kind of giving you the scenarios and how the movie went. And then from there, they, don't mess with John Wick, man. He's bad. He's a bad dude. And then from there, he takes it somewhere else. And then, John Wick figures out they went there with it, and figures out that that's somebody who used to work for when he was in the game, as you can say, because he was like a hired hitman, marksman. I don't know which one to call him. And he came in and, you see my car? And he goes, yeah. And he figures out it's Vigio Terrazavo. That's the name of the character. He's the main Russian mob guy. His son was the one that came and took out John Wick and took his car and killed his dog. And now he's back in the game. So they kind of take him out again. That didn't work out. I think he killed like 15 guys, 12 guys. Also, some other good facts, if you didn't know, the blood, when they're getting shot and stuff like that, is CGI. I just said I didn't like CGI, but I didn't know that until like a few weeks ago. Hey, AI, welcome. AI is not a huge fan, but Larry, the airsoft guy, is now a huge fan because we just watched it this weekend. And we watched the first and second one, and he likes it a lot. And I thought, hey, let's do some not movie reviews, more or less. Maybe I'll start doing some of those too. But I'm a big movie fanatic. I love movies. So I love to talk about them, figure out some new fun facts about these movies as well. And in this one, I found out that the main Russian boss dude died about 3 years later after the movie came out. He died at 56 years old. I didn't see what he died from. Sorry, didn't get all the facts. But yeah, that dude, I mean, it's 56, that's young. For all you 20-something-year-olds that thinks 56 is old, no, it's not. Sorry. And something I found out, I try to do some facts, trying to get some information for you all as well. Keanu did 90% of his own stunts in that first movie. But yeah, movie's about an hour, a little over an hour and a half long, and it made 4 times the budget, which was good. When you think about it, when you try to go do a like a pitch about a movie, you come in and you try to say what the movie's about. You know, here's how it starts, and here's what the movie's about. And they came in and said, well, at the beginning, his wife dies. I'm like, oh, so somebody kills his wife? No. I mean, it is right at the beginning. She's died from like cancer. Oh, okay. And you know, people come in and kill his dog, and then he goes on a rampage. It doesn't sound like it doesn't make sense, but once you watch the movie, it does make sense. If you haven't watched John Wick by now, I strongly suggest you do. It is great. Anytime I'm scrolling through, and I'm at the hotel and I'm scrolling through and I see any of the John Wicks, I stop and I watch from where it's at. Let's see, Aggressively Funny came in, quite possibly the most entertaining movie I've watched. I tried for a few months, maybe almost a year now, to get Aggressively Funny to watch the movie. I think he'll listen to me now. Dear old dad doesn't know much, but dear old dad does know much. See? You gotta keep these kids in check. Oh, hey, I was just thinking about this. That's bourbon is John Wick's drink of choice. It wasn't planned. I've had this hat on for a while, if you can see. But I like this hat. Get it at like a dollar store. I don't know, $14, but I like it. It's one of my favorite hats. Oh, speaking of hats, we do have some hats coming out soon. They're being made, and then I'll be wearing a Scott and Joe hat pretty soon. And Allie said, AI just said, dorks. Thank you, AI. I've read you. She's probably not watching anymore. But again, going back to the movie part of it, then through the movie, one of my favorite scenes in the first one was probably, I would say maybe toward the beginning when they come to try to take him out. That part's really good. The kind of the bathhouse or whatever that was weird. It was like a sauna thing and a some kind of club. I don't know. I've never been to a club. I don't know what they are, but apparently there's saunas and bathhouses and clubs. I don't know. Oh, they do have a TV series out, and I think it's on Peacock, called The Continental, from John Wick as well. I haven't seen any of those. Like any kind of comments to come through about any of that. Yeah, the guns, they wanted to be as accurate as they could about the guns. If you look, there are some videos on YouTube of Keanu Reeves training for John Wick. Those are awesome. If you haven't seen those, I suggest those as well. Those are pretty cool to watch. Yeah, I think a lot of them are showing from like training for John Wick 3 and stuff like that. But yeah, that one's, those are really suggested to be watched as well because those are pretty cool. Uh, Keanu Reeves training for John Wick. Suggestions. Um, so he goes, he's going after the the guys that killed his dog. That's the first person he wants to get, and obviously they stole his car. Uh, Before he gets his car, he wants to take these dudes down. So he's just going after them, figuring out where they are. Uh, think he finds them in the bathhouse thing, and then takes them out. And then, there's obviously a process there. But he takes them out, and then he takes out his dad, the main boss guy, at the end. Gets up, and then we go to John Wick 2. So I got some notes here. I'm trying to keep up with this. John Wick 2. Three years later, a little bit less than 3 years later, John Wick 2 release date 2/10/2017. 6 years ago. Almost 7 years ago now. Wow. It's a little over 2 hours on the second one. I probably like the second one better than the first one, maybe. Because it starts out with him getting his car back. That's like the opening scene. So he's getting his car back. And that's action-packed, dude. It's great car scenes, fighting scenes. Great start to part 2. On part 2, the budget was $40 million. They doubled up the budget. It grossed worldwide $174 million on the second one. So yeah, at the very beginning, he gets his car back and gets back home, gets John Leguizamo to show up and says, "Hey, I need it fixed." And it's like hanging on by a thread. It's just demolished. And then right after that, a guy from his past, when he was a marksman or a hitman or whatever he was, he's part of this group. I don't even know what they're even called. The Continentals. I don't know. And he shows up with a mark, meaning you owe a debt to this person. And there's like thumbprints on it and everything. And he says, "I don't want to be any more part of this. I'm not gonna abide to the mark." And then the guy blows up his house. So after he blows up his house, you think he'd just go kill the guy, but he didn't. Because if you kill the guy, it sets off all these things, and there's these rules that they have. So he does. He figures out what he wants, and he wants him to kill his sister. And they put up a mark for him to go kill his sister, because his sister is part of the head of the table. Okay? So he wants her spot at the table. So then it goes to, I think he went to Greece. I think that's where he had to go to take her out. And he had these tunnels and everything that he went into and set up guns in different spots. Went and got a tailor-made thing where he's kind of got like a bulletproof suit on. And goes and takes her out. Well, she takes herself out. If you watch the movie, if you've seen it. She takes herself out. Oh, hey, Minnie. Minnie made it in. Welcome, Minnie. Thanks for stopping in. I'm trying to catch up with some chat while I'm just sitting here talking, blabbing away. I do have a watermelon monster for tonight. Keep me going. And it's really sweet. John Wick 2 left you on a cliffhanger. Yeah, that's what they do, man. That's how they get you to watch the next one. We'll watch the other two pretty soon. Aggressively Funny. And so he does the mark, and he takes her out. Well, like I said, she takes herself out, and then he's got to make his way out of there. Now, Common, the rapper, is in part 2, and I gotta tell y'all, I think he did a great job in the movie. With the action part of it and acting part of it as well. I think he did really good. Really impressed by that. And so he gets out of there, and I think one of the best scenes in there is that tunnel scene. That's probably my favorite out of part 2. That's pretty awesome. Then after he does that, his mark is complete, and now he goes after Santino, the guy that made him abide to the mark. He's going after him now. Now that his mark's complete, all bets are off. And they probably put a hit on John Wick, and he gets through it. And one of the rules in the Continental is you can't kill anybody on Continental grounds. So it's kind of like a base, safety base. And Santino comes in, and he's at the end of this one, and comes in, and John Wick takes him out at the Continental, and then they make some excommunicado, and then they put a bounty on John Wick for everybody that's part of this hitman group that they are. And that's where part 3 is going to take off. So, and it's only 30 minutes long, not a long one tonight. Hopefully we can get some more coming in on the next one. Put this together tonight. Driving in, I thought for Scotty, I was like, hey, there's something new I want to do. Get this. Hopefully y'all like it. If you haven't watched it yet, watch Talladega Nights and Step Brothers. That's going to be next week's 2 movies. Probably do Talladega Nights first and then Step Brothers. Some of my favorites. And then, if there's some movies out there y'all want me to review that I haven't seen, I can give you some reviews or what I thought of them. We can see where we go from there. We'll see how this goes. I'm excited about it. It's another part of it. Tomorrow night, around the same time, I will have The Office. And then Wednesday night, if you see I got it up, peanut butter jelly time. My review on Wednesday. So excited about this week. Excited about these new starts to the Scott and Joe show. So thank you all for tuning in. And until next time, thanks.